Shiki-Tei is a game about building the best garden possible. And we're starting a new game. As we open, we have our choice of 5 different gardens. 2 of them are kind of similar. You'll see the first 2 and number 3 and 4 are the same layout except with a different building. The last one is a more modern style garden. For our purposes, I'm just going to choose the first one. And these come pre-set up with a basic garden for you. You can see it's not a bad Japanese garden here. We don't care about the house. In normal mode, I can wander around and just take in the beauty of the landscape. You hit triangle to go to an overhead view where you can edit anything, and we're going to do small changes for this demonstration. Hitting X will allow you to modify something, and I chose to delete a tree. You can see when we switch back to walking around view, it's gone. It's all smooth there. Bringing up the menu by hitting X while on a blank spot, we'll plant a new tree. And I want something colorful here, so I'm going to go with a flowering tree. I think that was a cherry tree, but I'm not 100% sure. If it's red, we can't plant there. And different trees will take up different amount of space as they grow. You see we have just a tiny sapling. You hit X to move time forward in Shiki-Tei and watch it grow in front of you. Let's say I'm not happy with that, or I want to get a different look. If I hit circle, I can rewind time as well. But I want a full-grown tree, so we'll go ahead and take it back. You may have seen the little chipmunk running around on the ground. As the garden improves, I can attract different animals. Geese will show up, there's a fox that will turn up if the garden gets good enough, and finally a cat spirit will show up. Now these are just ground covering plants. They're small, squat. I want something a little bit larger, so we'll go with the flowers. I'm planting some tulips. Now this is actually a mistake on my part. We're in late spring right now, which means that those tulips are not going to bloom. Now, if a plant isn't in the correct place, it will tend to die off very quickly. And when plants die, and all of your plants are going to die eventually, there's a chime that sounds to let you know that something has changed in the garden that you need to take care of. Back here, I was thinking it would be a good spot for a view, so I'm going to put in a chair. Now, I may not be able to place it there, but I can rotate when I place items and then move them afterwards, and sometimes that will let them fit. Putting in a planter as well, but I'm going to go for a very standard terracotta planter in this case. You unlock additional plants as you build your garden larger. You only start with a few. Now, hitting R1 brings up the camera view, and hitting square while you're in this lets you change filters on the camera, so you can go with black and white or sepia toned. Hitting R1 again takes the picture, and I just chose to save it. And now it's giving me the choice to upload this to the web so that other people can see it. And I'll show you how you can view other people's garden photos in a few minutes. Okay, so we have our pot. I want to put something in it, but if I hit X while in the pot, it asks me if I want to remove it. So instead I have to start off of it, choose something I want to plant in there, and then move it onto the pot. There should be a koi in the pond. I think you'll be able to see it briefly. Now these are lights I'm putting in. The night, when it turns to night in Shiki-Tei, it's very short, but the lanterns will light up. That's the only place where it'll fit, so right against the wall for it. That splash noise was the koi jumping out, and something has changed in the garden. You can tell the trees have a little bit different tone. And we'll see in a few moments. Now that's a red maple I'm planting there. They tend to be pretty hardy and last a while. It's becoming night and the lanterns are lit up. It never gets that dark. I'm going to plant a thicket of bamboo. Bamboo grows very tall, provides a lot of shade, and is just about impossible to kill. You can also plant a lot of it very densely together. Bamboo's a bit more golden than green in the sunrise, but as you can see, the cherry tree is no longer blooming. We've entered summer. Those poor tulips will never get a chance now. Now from the start menu, we can access information about the different plants. That should tell you where they can grow well, though I can't read it. You can also see what's still locked. This is where you can view uploaded photos. So we can browse different people's pictures here. Some people do a great job, and others not so much. Finally, that's the exit and save option at the bottom, but we're not quite done yet. just about out of time here, so I'm just gonna take a walk around the garden.